Welcome to the Satellite Data Training Series, presented by the Aerosol team at the NOAA NESDIS Center for Satellite Applications and Research. Today I'm going to show you how to order and download data files for Level 2 data products. Products such as aerosol optical depth, aerosol detection, and fire hotspots and characterization from the ABI sensor on NOAA's GOES-R series satellites. To do that, we will use the Comprehensive Large Array Data Stewardship System, or CLAS, which is the primary source for NOAA satellite data. All right, so the first thing you want to do is open up your favorite browser. I'm using Google Chrome. And in the search engine, we're going to type NOAA class. And that should be the first result that comes up. That should be the NOAA class that we're looking for. So let's click on that. And we'll come to the class homepage here. And the first thing that you want to do, if you haven't already, you need to register and create a user guest profile. So at the menu at the top here, let's click on register. And you'll see this screen will come up. And so you want to enter your last name, your first name, create a password, verify the password, and then enter your email address. And you want to make sure this is the email address where you want to be receiving notifications that your data files have been ordered and are ready. So once you enter that, click register at the bottom. And you'll see a screen will come up and it will give you your username. You just want to make a note of that because that's what you're going to use to log in along with the password you created. So I've actually already registered, so I don't need to complete this step. So once you have that information, you want to come up and click on Login, and you'll see this screen. So here you want to enter your username and your password, and it's important to log in because you can't actually order any data files unless you're logged in. You can look through data files, see what's out there and available, but you can't do the very last step, which is actually ordering the files unless you're logged in. So let me take a minute and log in here. Okay, so once you've done that, we can go back to the home page, okay? And so we're going to be ordering ABI data files. So what you want to do is you want to come up to this, this pull down menu here at the top, and you're going to select, you're going to scroll down until you see where it starts to say GOES satellite data. You're going to come down and you're going to pick the one that says GOES-R series ABI products, partially restricted to level 1B and level 2 data products. That's what we want, level 2 data products. So you're going to select that option and then you're going to click Go right next to the menu. All right, and now we're going to come to the page where we're actually going to enter the information to order the products that we want. So at the top, you'll see some information. There's a data description. You can read through that. That'll give you some more information about the level 2 data products. And then if you see here, there's a little button here. You can click on that next to details, metadata, and documentation. It'll give you some more information about the ABI products. And then you'll see here, there's a link that says see product details. If you click on that, you'll get a question or a box saying, do you want to actually go ahead and open a new tab? If you click on that, a new tab will open and you'll see there's a list of all the level 2 data products. So you can click on any of these that you're interested in, for example, aerosol optical depth. And it'll give you some more links. If you click on details, it'll give you a new page that will give you some more information, the user documentation, the product user guides and other README information, the metadata that you might want to take a look at before you actually start using the products. Okay, so let's go back to class. So we keep scrolling down our search page here. You'll see the addition, there'll be some notes. This is kind of the latest information, kind of headlines about the data products. You might want to take a look at that as well. All right, if we keep scrolling down, now we'll come to this spatial section. We can skip this actually because the ABI products come in specific geographic areas that correspond to the ABI scan sectors. So we don't actually have to use this section to select a geographic area. So we can skip that. So let's scroll down. So now we'll come to the temporal section, and this is where you want to enter the start and end date of the period you're interested in. So you can actually enter it manually or use these little calendar tabs. So I'm actually going to select March 8th, 2020 as my start and end date. So let me do that. Okay. And then you're going to want to select the start and end time for the period of interest in UTC, Universal Coordinated Time. And just remember, for the ABI, it has very high temporal resolution, okay? So the ABI products either have 10 or 15-minute resolution for full disk products, the full hemispheric disk, 5 minutes resolution for the CONUS sector, and 30-second resolution for the mesoscale sector. So be really careful. You don't want to pick too long of a time. You're going to have a lot of data files, okay? So I'm going to pick 18 to 19 UTC. So let me enter that. Okay, and you can just, as you can see, you can just type in and you can just change the time here. So that's probably fine. Okay. And again, if you have a range of days, you can put it for each day or the entire range of days. Again, I recommend, unless you're doing really large, like you're an advanced user and you're ordering a lot of data, I would suggest ordering, small, relatively small periods of data to start with. Okay. So once you've selected your time period, then you want to come down to advanced search. Okay. And so under data type here, there's first menu. You're going to click on the last option, the ABI Level 2 Plus product data. And then after that, you're going to come down to the next menu here, product type, and you're going to actually select the products that you're interested in. So here's where we're going to select, either use this little button here to scroll down, either aerosol detection, aerosol optical depth, or the fire products, fire hotspot and characterization. And to select a product, you just click on it just like that. Okay, then you're going to select the satellite you want, either GO 16 or GO 17. I'm going to select GO 16. Then you're going to want to come over to the ABI scan sector, this menu here, and you're going to select the scan sector corresponding to the geographic area you're interested in. So again, either full hemispheric disk, CONUS, or one of the mesoscale sectors. Just as a reminder, ABI AOD is not available for the mesoscale sectors. Okay, so just keep that in mind. So I'm going to pick the CONUS view here. And then once you've done that, again, I would recommend staying away from the ABI mode or the ABI channel. You don't need the ABI channel for the level 2 products. And the scan mode is going to correspond to whatever the day and time and the scan sector that you requested. So you don't really need to select any of the options here. Okay. So once you've selected your actual data type, the satellite, and the scan sector, come down at the bottom and you have two options. So either you can click on search, and that'll actually take you to another window where you can review your order. You can review the data files that have been selected for your specifications that you entered. Or if you have a really large order and you don't want to review it before ordering it, you can click quick search and order. However, if you're a new user, I definitely recommend clicking search, which is what I'm going to do now. And that way we can review our order before we actually submit it. Okay. So once you've done that, if you click search, this page will come up, the data product search results. And you can see, if you scroll down here, you can see all the different data files. In this case, there's 12 data files that correspond to the 1 hour of 5-minute temporal resolution CONUS view GO 16 ABI fire hotspots and characterization data files that I ordered. And so let's say you scan through, the first 10 are on this page, and then if you click next page, actually I should say up at the top here, you'll see how many pages there are, how many hits that you had. In this case, I have 12 hits, 12 data files. And there's a maximum for each order of 500 data files. Okay, so if I wanted to click, I wanted to see data files 11 and 12, I could go to next page and then I'll see them here. Okay. So what you can do is to actually order them, you have to put them in your shopping cart. So you can either click on these little boxes here under the shopping cart, okay? And if you do that, then you have to come up here and click the update button. So you can do that, okay? And now you'll see that there are 2 items in your shopping cart, okay? So you can always keep track of how much is in your shopping cart by coming up here at the top of the page and checking. The other thing you can do is you come down here to the select data sets. Let's say you want everything, okay? You could select data sets 1 through 12 again, and then hit update, and now they'll all go into your shopping cart, okay? So, and then again, if we want to go back to the first page, we can look through again, make sure everything is acceptable. And then once we're ready, we can click the Go to Cart button here, and this will take us to our shopping cart. So you'll see at the top, it says shopping cart. It'll tell you how many data sets you have, the size of the data sets. And then this email here should correspond to the email that you entered when you created your user profile. Okay, this is where you're going to get your emails from class. And again, one more time, you can kind of scroll through and just double check. And let's say maybe you made a mistake and you didn't want this data file after all, you can uncheck it and then it won't be ordered. Okay. Once you're ready, you've checked over everything, you hit place order, okay? And so let's go ahead and do that, place order. And then you'll come to a page here, and this will be kind of your confirmation page. There's a little survey that you can fill out if you want to, but that's not mandatory. And then the next step will be that you will receive a confirmation email. So let me show you what that looks like. All right, within a minute or two of placing your order from class, you'll get a verification email that looks like this one, confirming your order. Okay, so this is just for informational purposes. So I'll scroll down a little bit. It'll list the data files that you ordered. It'll give you a little bit more information, but this is just a notification. So there's nothing that you have to do about this. Okay, so anywhere from minutes to hours, your order will be ready and you'll get another email. Unfortunately, the wait time varies extremely widely. So you're just going to have to be patient. Usually, orders are processed relatively quickly, but sometimes if it's a high volume day, it may take a little bit longer. Okay. So once your files are ready, you'll get this second email, which has the term processing complete in the subject line. Okay. And I'll have your order number here at the top. And so once you get this email, you'll scroll through, you'll see again, it'll list the data files that you ordered. And there's a couple of ways that you can download the files that you ordered. Okay, if you only have a few files, like maybe, anywhere from like 1 to 3 or 4, all right, probably the easiest thing to do is just download them through a web browser. So if you come down to the bottom of the email underneath the list of the data files, you'll see there's a link here, an HTTPS link. So if you click on that, it'll open up in your web browser. It'll open up a page that looks like this, okay? Class orders download. So if you click here on the 001 at the top, click on that, it'll take you to another page where it'll actually have the list of your data files. And if you click on them one by one, you can actually, so you'll click on it. Why don't I do that? Click on it so I can show you. And you're basically the save window will open. I'm on a Windows computer, and you can navigate to wherever you want on your desktop, let's say, excuse me, and you can actually download, you can save the data file, okay? So the problem is, of course, if you have more, I think I have 11 or 12 files here, that quickly becomes kind of tedious if you have too many files. So instead, what I recommend doing, let's go back to our email here, is I recommend using anonymous FTP, okay? And you'll see the information that you need to set up the anonymous FTP at the top of your processing complete email, all right? So I can show you how to do that just as an example. Again, I'm on a Windows computer, so I'll show you how to set that up using the WinSCP software program. So I think I have a photo here to show how to do that, all right? So what you want to do is you want to open up your favorite file transfer program. In this case, like I said, I'm using WinSCP, it's on Windows. And so you're going to set up under File Protocol, you're going to select FTP. Under Encryption, you're going to select No Encryption, all right? So there's going to be two options for the host name, excuse me. So if you go back to your email here, your processing complete email, you'll see at the top, you'll see the FTP link that you're going to want to use. So the address is either going to have BOU in it, like this one, or AVL. All right, so you're going to want to type that. So again, either AVL, FTP AVL or FTP BOU, and then class.noaa.gov. All right, and then select port number 21. Under username, you're going to put anonymous, and the password is user@internet. Okay, and again, all this information is here on the email that you receive at the top of the page, near the top of the page. And the other thing you're going to want to make a note of is your order number. In this case, this is my order number here. It's also listed in the subject line of the email. Okay, so let me actually copy that, okay, because we're going to need that. So once you have that information, you have everything set up, you click login. So let's actually do that. All right, I have everything set up. So mine was, let's double check again. I think it was the BOU. Yes. Okay. So I'm going to select my BOU that I have saved, and I'm going to hit login. Okay, and it'll just take a second to connect. Okay, and this is just popping up because that was the last directory that I was looking at. So now you'll see here you're in the anonymous class FTP section. And so what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to find these individual folders. You're going to want to find the one that corresponds to your order number. Okay, and for me the easiest thing to do is to just enter that. Okay, so if you do that, it'll search it for you. Click on that. It'll highlight it here. Open that up. And then you'll see your data files that you ordered rating right there. And so then you can navigate to wherever you want on your computer. So let's go maybe to the desktop. So I can put them maybe right here. And then once you do that, you can come over here, you can highlight however many you want, and then you can drag them over and copy them to wherever you want on your computer. And there you have it, how to download ABI data from class. If you are interested in downloading VIIRS data, the process is similar, but with a few key differences. Look for the complimentary video showing how to download VIIRS Level 2 data files from class, available from the Aerosol Watch YouTube channel. Thank you.